For the last time, you let my kid stand there and watch me get my ass beat. You let her scream in the background, mom, mom, mommy.
Excited to have you, amazing viewer at Comfort for Life. Thanks for stopping by. Let's get a bit uncomfortable once more so that we can get the comfort that we need. Let's address this issue. Today I'm bringing to you the story of Morgan Baleiy with a random man from Atlanta with their little girl, Gigi. Let's call them a couple for now, just before things get messy. Listen to the story. Just for context, let's go back. Who is Gigi? Who is this person?
So Morgan has basically soft launched her family vlog channel with the random man in Atlanta. She already said beforehand that since they're working on their co-parenting relationship that we would be seeing him in more vlogs going forward, which for a lot of people was confirmation that they were back together, to which Morgan... What did she even say? Did she even confirm or deny it? I don't even care at this point because it's pretty obvious what's going on here. Morgan got random man right where she want him, which is right there with her and Gigi, despite what she may say, despite her building her whole platform off of trashing this man, selling merch, going viral across all social media platforms, just for her to let this man creep right back into her life. And he ain't got no choice but to stay with her now or move back in with his mama, because if you've been watching my videos, you would know that his girlfriend, baby mama number 6, kicked his...
If I knew that random man in Georgia that I had a baby with had 6 kids, I would have just packed it up and went and slept with Nick Cannon him to himself. No, absolutely not. No. Matter of fact, I was pregnant at the same time that another girl was pregnant, and I think he had just popped out a baby 2 weeks ago. I don't even know the whole story at this point. Not trying to figure it out, but my kid is super cute. See,
his ass all the way out because Morgan kept sending him money. At the time it was $20,000 and random man from Atlanta was not going to stop taking it. And now that he done found his sugar mama, he's not going anywhere anytime soon because he said so himself that being the random man from Atlanta pays him real well. A lot of people feel scammed by Morgan because they thought that she would rise above being the 7th baby mama and leave the whole random man from Atlanta saga behind her. Even though Morgan said so herself that her being the 7th baby mama never gave smart, so why would you set your expectations so high to begin with?
I must mention the description that this girl is giving of Morgan Baleiy is based on what she shows on the internet, is based on what Morgan Baleiy tells she is on the internet. But do we really know who is Morgan Baleiy, apart from her being a content creator, a brand influencer that we know? So sometimes we think that we know these influencers, but who knows them really? Sometimes Morgan Baleiy was appearing on the internet advertising for products for skincare with what appeared to be bruises on her face, but she could say that, oh, I applied this product and it's not working well with me, I'm now using this product. So this whole kind of thing that was going around there was kind of also a way of advertising for brand, kind of. Let's say things the way they are. And things started taking another turn until when the so-called random man from Atlanta, Jaquan, came on the internet and accused Morgan Baleiy of abusing him with what appeared to be blood around his eye in a video that he later deleted. So and that's when Morgan Baleiy felt the necessity to come and explain to us what was really going on with her. Listen to her story.
You know what? Hell yeah.
Only think that I was most scared of this heartbreak that Gianna is going to experience without growing up with a father. I come from a 2-parent household and I'm not used to this. I'm not used to any of this toxicity. And I'm not saying that that's okay, and I'm not saying that that's an excuse, because it's not. I should have been putting my kid first. As that, you beat the living shit out of me for the last time. For the last time, you let my kid stand there and watch me get my ass beat. You let her scream in the background, mom, mom, mommy. You let her cry big ass tears. You let me sit there. Mom looked me dead in my eyes last night and she said, what does it take, Morgan, for you to be 6 feet under? And I'm not letting it get to that point anymore, because that's where this was headed. And I want to make it very clear, and I'm fully ready to accept everything that is about to happen to me because I let this man back in my life. I'm ready for that. And I'm also ready to step up and happily be a single mother and raise a beautiful daughter who is not going to be put through this abuse and who is not going to be treated less than she deserves.
When you put a frog in lukewarm water and slowly turning up, they don't even realize that they're boiling to death. And where your mind psychologically knows, like, okay, my daughter deserves a two-parent household, she loves her father, this, that, and the third, this is the right thing I'm supposed to be doing, you will sacrifice your own happiness, your own safety, because you're not able to connect the dots in your head. So y'all, give the woman grace. It seems like she's trying to take ownership and responsibility and being public about the problems that she's having, and that is the first step in getting some help and recovering.
We gotta stop acting like, as women, we have never begged a man to stay.
You guys have done that before, right?
Be honest about the relationships and the situationships. We've all done it.
Please tell me that you guys have done it also. It's not just me.
Stand on your 10 toes and own that. You begged somebody to stay. You wanted them to stay so bad.
I am begging you to say that you have. It can't just be me and Morgan.
Or we are leaving having to learn things the hard way. One thing that I think we are witnessing in real time is how difficult it is for genuine people when they interact with a transactional soul. For all intents and purposes, their relationship was entirely transactional, just like the 7 or 8 other baby mamas. He enters into transactions with women. He extracts whatever currency he can, and then he leaves and moves on to the next. That's so difficult for genuine people to recognize, because we don't even imagine being a transactional person being in the realm of possibilities. We grew up with love. We grew up surrounded by a village, good friends, positive people, genuine influences in our lives. And so when we interact with these transactional individuals, we are genuinely baffled, genuinely confused, genuinely lacking any type of discernment, because that's not even on our radar. It's not on our bingo card of things that people could be. We've never interacted with a transactional person before. And what we're watching right now is how dangerous transactional people can be when they come into contact or relationships with genuine people, because they are always going to manipulate and take advantage of the genuine person. That genuine person is going to willingly, lovingly, and genuinely give to that person. And that transactional person is going to take, extract, withdraw, and then leave. And it's unfortunate that his departure leaves such destruction in his wake, but that rolls me into the next lesson, which y'all come back for tomorrow.
Y'all are on here victim blaming Morgan for being with random man from Atlanta, where the real issue is, why is he beating her in the first place? Let's really think about that. Yes, she's going back to this man, but why is he beating her? Yes, the whole world told her not to be with him. Yes, we told her that something bad was probably going to happen from this. We know. But being like, haha, this is what you get is not the flex that you think it is. Morgan has issues, and obviously random man from Atlanta has issues, because he's the first person who started all this and came on the internet and has shown us constantly that he's abusive. He leaked her nudes like a couple months. He did that a couple months ago, and y'all on here like, oh, poor him. What's going on? This whole thing is toxic. Okay, this whole thing is toxic, and y'all be falling for it. The only thing that matters in this situation is the baby. Okay, them two obviously don't need to be together, but the person that matters the most is the baby, and it's a shame that their child is gonna have to come on the internet and possibly see this one day. It's a hot mess.
Morgan Baleiy posted a video stating what happened, taking accountability, and posted receipts. And a lot of y'all are still saying she's lying. I don't think y'all realize that's one of the reasons why a lot of DV victims suffer in silence. Because the abuser is always the one that people believe. The random ass of Atlanta then posted and said, she's lying. If I did all of that, why is she with me? That excuse must be on page 1 of the abuser handbook, because I promise every abuser uses it. Do we even need to talk about the videos that he posted that he claimed proves that Morgan is lying? Maybe it's just me and my eyes, but the only thing that they proved was that his ass is a liar. I blocked his ass. A lot of people are asking, why didn't she just leave? Fear. Until you deal with a manipulative, abusive narcissist, you will never understand that fear. So instead of judging, pray for her and just be thankful that experience isn't a part of your chapters of life.
Hey guys, moving forward, it's a new day today, first day without my kid. All I can do is just try to put best foot forward. You guys are gonna take what sides you guys are wanna take. It is what it is. If you guys believe that that's the real me, that's not the real me. And it has to stop being normalized that it's okay to tear a black man down. Because he has multiple kids. It's a two-way street.
How about we normalize black men not pulling the race card on an audience of women to gaslight us so that you're not called out on your toxic and abusive behavior? That shit is corny, weak, and played the fuck out. Ladies, we are not falling for that shit in 2024. And if they have kids, they want to cry and hide behind the kids that they're not taking care of. Like, this shit is sick. What does you being a black man have anything to do with you being verbally abusive, telling the mother of your child that you wish she would have died giving birth to your child, and knocking her head between the washer and dryer? Morgan's father is black, so she could easily turn around and say, okay, and you're trying to tear down a black woman, so now what? And I'm sorry, but we've all seen the receipts, and it's fair to say that that is who you really are. The best thing you can do in this situation as a black man of multiple kids is to hold yourself accountable. You will always be a black man, but be a real man while you're at it.
Morgan Baleiy. Okay, sweetheart, listen. I can relate. Although I married mine, I can still relate. You want your child to have a father. You want to have a family. And you forgive and you forgive and you forgive the shit that they do, the shit that they say, the way that they make you feel, the fact that they cheated on you. You forgive them. One thing though, you do not forget. You don't forget the shit that they do to you. And so you take them back. You take them back. But I'll tell you one thing. You don't forget. And when things happen, when they start acting like their actual self, their real self, the self that made you initially hate them in the beginning, all of that pent up rage, all of that pent up aggression, it comes out because you never healed from it. You never healed from it. You may say that you forgave him, but you didn't forget what he did to you. Now listen, domestic violence is not good. It does not matter where it's coming from, who it's coming from. It's never a good thing, especially when you have children in the home. It's not. But I'm gonna tell you this. Look, I don't know what happened, but I know from my personal experience, I know exactly how these MFs work. The simple fact that the first thing this man did was jump on the internet and video record blood coming out of his eye, talking about Morgan this, Morgan that, and she paid for this, and she wanted a family, and she was PMSing, and she threw this at me. First of all, I know for a fact these MFs will do everything in their power to piss you off and get you angry enough to where you react. And then when you react, they call you the psycho. They say something's wrong with you. They do all these things. It's typical narcissistic behavior. And the thing about it is that when we're young, we can't really see and read between these lines, and we're so in love. We're so blinded by love and the idea of wanting a family and not wanting to break it up. We look past all the red flags. Everybody knew that it probably wasn't going to work out, but I'm going to tell you this. When I looked at your stories and I saw that you guys got back together, I hoped and prayed that it did work out. But all too many times when women take these kind of men back, it doesn't go as planned. Be thankful that you didn't end up with another baby, and let the man go, because you do not want to spend another 10-15 years of your life dealing with somebody like that, because I can guarantee you, first of all, once a cheater, always a cheater. If you think, I remember I saw one of his videos and he was saying that he was enrolling in school. If you think that if he had enrolled in school and was going to classes, he wasn't talking to pretty girls, come on, you know. For a man to immediately do what he did after the situation, I don't know what you did, I don't know what transpired, I don't know what made you react that way, if you actually did in fact do it. I'm not judging, because you know what, we all have a tendency to become enraged when someone is literally doing things to us to get us there, so that we can get there, and then they can paint us out to be the bad person. I'm staying neutral, but I'm saying this to you: don't go back this time. Don't go back this time. Every woman that I know has been through something like this in some way, shape, or form, with or without children. We've all been there. Don't go back, honey, because you're going to end up in your 40s, wasting all of your 20s, wasting all of your 30s, waking up in your 40 on somebody that never deserved you. Take care of yourself. Take care of your daughter. Don't engage. Don't do anything that's going to hurt and ruin what you have built and established, because everybody can see it from a mile away. That man literally jumped on your bandwagon, and you are the sole reason that he even has the amount of success on TikTok that he has, because of what you delivered to him on a silver fucking platter. Okay, so I'm going to encourage everybody else too, all you creators down here that like to bash Morgan, please don't bash Morgan. Here's the thing, let's come together as women and support her. Okay, instead of trying to get her canceled, let's support her, because y'all know that these motherfuckers ain't no good. You know that, and y'all all knew that he wasn't no good. And you sat here and you tore her down, and you tore her down. Listen, we are all entitled to make mistakes. All of us, we're all entitled to make mistakes. Okay, we don't know the whole story, but we certainly know that for the first year of that baby's life, and oh my God, I love her. I'm not even gonna speak her name because I'm not her mother and I don't like to bring kids into it, but I love that baby. I've been watching that baby for the past, year and a half. I love that baby. And we saw that he was nowhere around that baby. All right? Because if you really loved your baby, the last thing you would have been doing is, after you got popped in your eye, go on the internet showing your ass, trying to tell everybody to, hey, this is what she did, and I called the police, and oh, I love my baby and I don't want to mess up her money. Well, if you don't want to mess up her money, why would you get on the internet as soon as you get popped in your eye trying to show somebody all that? What did you do to get popped in the eye? And I'm not condoning violence, but what did you do? What is the part in this that you play? But anyway, y'all, please go over and support Morgan. Support her. Watch her videos. We only have 44 more days on TikTok, so I really don't give a F what I say and what I'm talking about at this point. Go support her, because she has to raise that child, okay, without the father. Support that girl. Do not tear that girl down. We really have to be for each other, especially these people, us people. We need to be for each other and stop trying to tear each other down. I don't care if she's biracial. My daughter is biracial. If something was like this was happening with her, y'all gonna tell me my baby not black and I shouldn't be? No, we supporting us. People that look like us, we are supporting them at all cost. Lord, no. Get it together. You gonna be good, girl. You gonna be good.
I'll give you, she's a brat. But she's a baby of 5 girls.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so does that make sense to you? She's a baby of 5 girls. So, like, she has always had this place in this world. Like, she's her daddy's little girl, no doubt about it. Like, she's the baby. She's the baby of all of them. So, and she's also in a different generation than all of them, because I got a 33-year-old daughter. And then there's 25. You know what I'm saying? So, like,
everybody else is like a millennial, a Gen X, and then she's like Gen Z.
Yes.
So I have another question, because I'm just curious, because people are trying to figure out, like, why, how is it so strong of a connection? But some people were saying that this was her first ever boyfriend. So is Jaquan the first guy that she's ever brought home to you all?
Yes.
First boyfriend?
Yes.
I have a question too.
It's her first love.
Out of curiosity, do you think that he had something to do with her truck being stolen?
No.
I don't think so.
I don't think that had anything to do with it. No, I just think that because we live in Michigan, and those trucks, that Dodge Ram was a very commonly stolen vehicle here. Jaquan didn't do that. I'll stand up for that right now. Jaquan didn't do that. He didn't have nothing to do with that. It's just a very common stolen vehicle. It's a very
Yeah, he didn't have nothing to do with it.
No.
Yeah.
No.
That's how he is. He would come to us and say, "You know how your daughter is. You know how." Listen, I know how my daughter is. I know what I raised. I know how she is. I know my daughter, but it doesn't make it okay for you to treat her that way.
Doesn't.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Like, I know she's a brat. Okay, let's just be honest. My daughter's a brat, but she's a baby of 5 girls.
And I mean, let's just get this straight. If you're in a relationship with a man, you deserve to be treated like a queen. You deserve.
That's all she ever wanted. That's all she ever wanted.
Requiring that from your man. Like, who doesn't want to be babied and loved up on and nurtured by their partner? So there's nothing wrong with that.
I want to say some bullshit like that.
My friend's watching live. She cracking up.
That's crazy. He's still in the chat. Why did you click off? Why you didn't allow them to
come back in?
You?
Tell him to get back on, because I got some more to say. Love Jones, I got something to say. Tell him to get back on.
Jaquan, click the link again, Jaquan, because you trying to start stuff. Y'all, this is God.
He's trying to start stuff.
And he don't want to finish nothing because he ain't talking shit.
Let me see if he came back up here. Gigi, because she's a baby girl, she does not deserve to be around all of that trauma.
And I'm telling you right now, Morgan is coming full circle because y'all, postpartum is real. Postpartum is, and I know Gigi's almost 2 years old, but Morgan she's been going through a lot. Like I told her other sisters, I'm like, y'all don't understand. Like we've all had natural childbirths. She had a C-section. It was just different for her. It was just different. She went through a lot.
Yeah. I mean, she came and told us all of her experiences. She was like, oh, he wouldn't even help me carry the bags and I had stitches.
And that's all true. That's true.
That's the kind of person he is.
That's true. And those are the things that I didn't ever speak on because I'm like, okay, if you love him, I like it.
But
you know what I'm saying? If you love him, I like him. Like, I don't know. This is your man. You love him. And she was 21, 22 years old when she had him.
Baby. But he kept making it seem like she was just lying and fabricating all of these things. And he's this family man, and he's the father of the year. And
I'm not taking up for my daughter because that's just her relationship. But he decided in his kitchen and said what somebody mentioned earlier. He said, when I was in Georgia, she was bashing me making all this money. I need to go. Like
I said that.
You speaking the truth. And we was listening in a way, you was speaking the truth. That's exactly what he said in my kitchen.
That's crazy.
He's making all that fucking money off me, but he not good for her. We done told her, ain't too much we can really do besides the wrong thing, and I don't want to really do the wrong thing.
All I've ever told my daughters is don't let somebody block your blessing.
That part.
And I've had people bash me on the internet because I met my husband after he had a child, and we're interracial, all this stuff. But I'm like, listen, he caught me at a time where I needed a blessing, and he was my blessing.
You watched to this extent and if not liked the video, what are you waiting for? Kindly click that like button. And what have you learned so far? Are you seeing something here? What are you learning? You might be wondering what happened to Jaquan, the random man from Atlanta. So Jaquan is now being unfollowed. These people knew the truth and how he was trying to downplay this girl to earn followers, He had so many baby mamas, but he wasn't coming for them. He wasn't really getting into their lives because he had nothing to earn from it. So he was already gaining followers and he was now concerned about his page. So he was now trying to have people move from following Morgan Baleiy to follow him as, the sweetest baby daddy in the world. So that was what's happening, and that's how it ended for him. He's losing followers by day. I don't know where will he be after maybe a week or something or so. Also, as you can see, the plan is to take him to 10,000 followers. That's the plan. So followers are still decreasing. So we should be ready for what life presents to us. Sometimes when we are raised in warm families with this love surrounding us, as this girl was raised, she kind of felt that that's how her life will be for the rest of her life. She didn't know that she's now facing the unexpected, and she thought she could have really sustained and keep this man around by giving him money. She even went on to say in another clip that was deleted, she went on to delete because she even came in with text messages showing how this man was threatening to expose her nude on social media because if she doesn't send money. So she was physically abused, financially abused, and she went through a lot with this man anyway by the fear, because she was afraid to face the fear of having a child who would not benefit of the love that she benefited. Yeah, that was it about this video. I don't know what you think. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Don't hesitate to leave your thoughts kindly. Don't hesitate to interact. We are here for educational purposes. What do you learn? Tell us, let us know. kindly